One of the most intriguing paradoxes of knowledge is the concept of not knowing what you don't know. This idea touches on the boundaries of human understanding, raising questions about how we can navigate the vast sea of unknowns. While at first glance it seems impossible to comprehend the unknown, there are ways we can approach this challenge and expand our awareness. In this article, we'll explore how we can come to terms with the things we don't know, how we can recognize our limits, and how we might even begin to explore the unknown unknowns. The nature of knowledge, known known, known unknown, and unknown unknown. To begin unraveling this concept, it's useful to start with a famous distinction made by philosopher and former U.S. Secretary of Defense, Donald Rumsfeld. He divided knowledge into three categories: known knowns, things we know. These are the facts, concepts, and experiences we are consciously aware of and can apply with confidence. For instance, you know how to speak your native language or how to ride a bicycle. Known unknowns, things we don't know. These are areas where we are aware of our ignorance. For example, you may know that you don't understand quantum mechanics or that you lack fluency in a particular foreign language. This awareness allows us to seek out information or education in these areas if needed. Unknown unknowns, things we don't know that we don't know. This is where the concept of knowing what you don't know becomes truly challenging. These are gaps in our knowledge we are unaware of because we haven't encountered them yet. They lie outside the bounds of our current understanding and experiences. Meta-cognition, recognizing your limits. The first step toward addressing this paradox is through meta-cognition, or the ability to think about your own thinking. Metacognition helps us evaluate what we know and what we need to learn, guiding us to be aware of our limitations. The saying, "the more you know, the more you realize you don't know," reflects this idea. As you gain expertise in a certain field, you begin to understand the scope of that field. This increasing knowledge makes you aware of new questions and the complexities of subjects that were once invisible to you. In essence, learning reveals how much more there is to learn. This kind of awareness can be a powerful tool. While we cannot directly know what we don't know, we can develop a mindset that keeps us open to new learning, making us more likely to recognize and fill those gaps. Tools for exploring the unknown. So how can we explore what we don't know? There are several strategies that can help. Broadening your inquiry. One way to expand awareness is by asking broader questions that go beyond your current knowledge. Curiosity drives exploration into unknown territory. Asking "what am I missing?" or "are there alternatives I haven't considered?" can lead to insights into areas where your knowledge is incomplete. This broadens the horizon and increases the chances of discovering unknown unknowns. Interdisciplinary learning. Often, what we don't know exists in fields we have never explored. By stepping outside your immediate area of expertise and studying other fields, you can gain new perspectives and tools that reveal the limitations of your current understanding. A scientist studying philosophy or an artist exploring engineering, for example, may uncover insights they never would have encountered in their primary field of study. Engaging with others. Collaboration is a powerful way to expose the gaps in your knowledge. Other people, especially those with different backgrounds, can help you recognize what you might have missed. By discussing ideas with others or exposing yourself to different viewpoints, you can often spot blind spots or assumptions that you were previously unaware of. Adopting a growth mindset. The growth mindset, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, encourages the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. This mindset fosters an openness to failure and the unknown, promoting continuous learning. By seeing unknowns as opportunities rather than limitations, we become more willing to explore uncharted territory. Challenging assumptions. Unknown unknowns often hide within assumptions we take for granted. To uncover them, it's crucial to critically examine long-held beliefs or practices. Questioning established norms, whether in science, culture, or personal habits, can sometimes lead to breakthroughs where previously unrecognized gaps in knowledge become clear. Known unknowns versus unknown unknowns. There is an important distinction between known unknowns and unknown unknowns. Known unknowns are manageable because they are areas where you're aware of your ignorance. You can seek answers or consult experts to fill in the gaps. Unknown unknowns, however, are more elusive. Since you don't know they exist, they are impossible to address directly. However, over time, as your knowledge grows and you encounter new experiences or information, some of these unknowns can shift into the known unknown category, where they become recognizable challenges. For example, consider the discovery of germs. Before the germ theory of disease, people did not know that microorganisms caused illness. This was an unknown unknown. But once scientists discovered microbes, the problem moved into the known unknown category, leading to the development of methods to fight infection, like antibiotics and sanitation practices. The limits of human knowledge. Even with these tools, we have to acknowledge that some things will always remain beyond our grasp. Human knowledge is limited by both cognitive constraints and the inherent complexity of the universe. There are vast areas of science, history, and philosophy that we may never fully understand, and even within fields where we have expertise, new questions are always arising. Recognizing this limitation is not a weakness, but a strength. By acknowledging that we don't and can't know everything, we remain open to continuous learning and discovery. The key is to embrace the fact that uncertainty and ignorance are natural parts of the learning process, rather than viewing them as failures or obstacles. Can you know what you don't know? Directly no. By definition, unknown unknowns are invisible to us. However, through awareness, curiosity, interdisciplinary exploration, collaboration, and a mindset open to growth, we can gradually uncover the edges of our ignorance. We can identify and address known unknowns, and occasionally, with effort, stumble upon those unknown unknowns. In the end, knowledge is a journey, not a destination. It's less about having all the answers and more about being willing to explore the questions, especially the ones we haven't even thought to ask yet. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating concept of knowing what you don't know and want more thought-provoking content, don't forget to like this article and subscribe for more insights. Your support helps us continue exploring new ideas and bringing fresh perspectives. Thanks for reading.